Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to this short channel update. The game in the background is XCOM 2 War of the Chosen, a game that I'm having a lot of fun with. It's a really good expansion. It is quite expensive compared to the base game, but I think they've added quite a lot to it. And yeah, if you're a big fan of XCOM, especially the Firaxis XCOMs, and you've got XCOM 2, it's definitely worth checking out. It is really, really good. I do hope to cover this and more titles in the future of the channel, which is probably the sort of first point on the agenda. For the last couple of months, the only thing I've really put up on the channel is EU4. The main reasons for that, for those of you who don't know, is I recently started full-time employment, a couple of months ago now, but it's been 5 years since I worked full-time, so it's taken a little bit of adjustment to sort of get back into the swing of things, and as a result I haven't really felt like I've had a lot of free time to record and upload multiple series to YouTube. On top of continuing the YouTube channel and the full-time job, I'm also still my mother's carer, so I'm quite busy at the moment. But hopefully once I get back into the groove of work, then I will be able to dedicate some more time to making videos and doing some different series, which is what I really want to do. I don't want to let the channel slip and stagnate. I do want to keep it growing, so I fully intend to keep that running. The channel is almost 6 years old, and I'm certainly not just going to let it fleet away. While we're on the subject, one of the reasons why I sort of had to take full-time employment is simply because of the Adpocalypse. Now, that may be a term that you have heard of, you may not, it depends how much of the news you read and stuff relating to YouTube. And basically, as some of you may well know, I monetize my YouTube videos. They have ads served on them, a variety of different ones. Some pop up at the side, some pop up at the bottom of the video, some will actually sort of play before the video itself plays. And I do get people sort of often asking me via the comments or Twitter and whatnot how they can support me in the channel. And normally all I say to people is, if you've got an ad blocker, please just either disable it or whitelist YouTube, or, you know, whitelist myself and your favourite content creators, because those ads normally do make a difference. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really cost the viewer anything apart from a few seconds of their time to let an ad play before watching the video. And then that nets a tiny little bit of money for the YouTube content creators, even though Google does take a significant cut of that. Google take 45% before it even reaches the content creator. And there aren't ads served on every video because there simply aren't enough ads to go around. But one of the big issues that has happened over the last few months is the Adpocalypse. Now, this all started when a few big high-profile YouTubers, like PewDiePie for example, started to make some videos that were seen to be quite controversial. PewDiePie's video with his sort of Nazi salutes and general racism, and then there have been a few other videos that have been, you know, generally racist and offensive and controversial and inappropriate. And then some publications like the Wall Street Journal got a hold of that and ran with it. And all of a sudden, a lot of the big advertisers that were paying a lot of money every year to Google to advertise on YouTube suddenly decided that they didn't want to take the risk of their products and services being associated, or potentially associated, with channels that were sort of being racist and promoting controversial content. Which is understandable, considering the advertisers have very little control over which exact individual videos their adverts go on. As a result, most of these larger advertisers pulled out of their contracts from YouTube, and that really hurt because there weren't as many ads to go around. So a lot of the YouTube channels saw a massive drop in their ad revenue simply because there weren't as many ads, and the ads that were there tend to go to the bigger, more established YouTubers, and also the ads that were still available were generally cheaper because different advertisers pay different rates depending on, you know, sort of how big their advertising campaign is. Now, in order to try and attract some of these advertisers back, YouTube decided to impose a set of guidelines that basically means if a video is considered to be non-advertiser friendly, i.e. it contains some sort of content that YouTube deem inappropriate, that video will be marked as non-advertiser friendly and demonetized. Now, of course, the problem that YouTube have is they get about 300 hours worth of new footage uploaded every minute. So it isn't possible for a human to go through every single piece of video and check to make sure it is appropriate. So, like everything else, they have an automated system. They've got an algorithm that goes through videos, it checks things like the title, the description, and the tags, even the thumbnail, and scans through the video to try and find things that would make it non-advertiser friendly. Now, YouTube being YouTube dropped the ball once more by not actually telling content creators what things it's looking for, so we can't make sure to avoid having them in our videos. I mean, obviously, content creators like myself try my best not to have anything offensive in videos or anything that could make them non-advertiser friendly, but it would be nice to have an exact list so we knew exactly what to avoid. However, the biggest problem, especially for myself at the moment, is that this automated system has a habit of generating false positives. Pretty much 50% of the EU4 videos that I've been uploading over the last couple of months have been getting marked as non-advertiser friendly, even though, in fact, they actually are. And you can submit them for manual review, which is what I do. I can click a button to say I want someone at YouTube to look at this because I believe that it is advertiser friendly. And every single EU4 video that I have done that for has been released and remonetized. The problem is this manual process does take a number of days, and often by the time the review has happened and been completed, the video has already received the majority of views that it ever will, and therefore by the time the ads go on the video, it's not getting views anymore. I do even have some older videos on the site, on YouTube, that have generated some ad revenue that have been marked as non-advertiser friendly, but because those videos are older, and because they don't receive more than 1,000 views in a 7-day period, YouTube won't even look at those. So as it stands at the moment, the amount of revenue that I'm getting from YouTube is significantly reduced. So what I would like to say is, for those people that do want to know how they can support me, once again, if you can, please do disable your ad block or whitelist YouTube or whitelist my channel, because even though few ads are served, they do still help. But I'd also like to point out that I do have a Patreon. I've had one for quite some time now. I've got a few regular supporters, and I'm thankful to all of you if you're listening, because it really, really does help out. I'll put the link to my Patreon in the description below the video, although it is actually in the description below every video. It's quite a ways down the page. You have to sort of click the read more button and sort of look down to find it, but it is there. And you can basically support myself and the channel from as little as $1 a month. Please don't feel bad if $1 is all you can spare, because $1 is worth about 1,000 video views, or at least 1,000 video views that have ads on them. So you may well find that it might be worth like a 5,000 video views or something like that. So even if you can only spare $1, it really, really does help. I would actually only require less than 0.1% of my subscribers to pledge $1, and I would double the amount of money that I make from YouTube ad revenue. So that's how bad YouTube ad revenue is. So please don't feel like if you can't afford to spend more than $1 that you shouldn't support. I will not be offended if $1 is all you can afford, because it really, really does mount up. If you can't afford $1, that's absolutely fine. I know what it's like to be completely broke. I've been there myself. No hard feelings about that at all. You are always more than welcome to carry on enjoying my content. But if you can try and support me in other ways, like I said, please disable an ad blocker if you've got it. And also, you know, do consider sharing my videos and channel with your friends or other people you know who might appreciate my content. On top of that, please do remember to like any videos that you watch and leave comments on them, because all of those things do help the videos getting found when people do a search. So that's enough of me sort of rambling and my sort of shameless self-promotion. Just one last thing, because I meant to mention it and forgot. If you do support me on Patreon, even for a single $1, you do get your name on the end slate that goes after every video. So you do get a little bit of recognition. If it's something you want to do anonymously, you can do that as well. You can pledge $1 and tick the no reward option, and then I won't put your name on the end slate. But it's I know it's only a little token gesture, but you know, I do like to sort of acknowledge the people that do help, and I really, really do appreciate it. So thanks a lot for listening to me ramble. I'll see you guys on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.